Okay guys, so here's a video I didn't think I'd have to make for at least another 4 or 5 years. For those that don't know, Pixonic have made a community announcement recently that is to do with the sword unit. Basically, this is a historical moment for the game, and yeah, this announcement actually makes a lot of things add up. So, for those that don't know, the sword unit, which is the newest meta robot, I have the prime one right here and the regular one right here. This is getting nerfed next update, and the reason is it's getting an Ultimate Edition next update. So, I wish this was fake, but this is literally an official post on the War Robots YouTube channel. The Stuff of Legends, the rarest and most unique version of the only melee robot in War Robots, Sword Unit 192. So, as well as having the Sword Unit 190, the Prime Sword Unit 191, we now have the Ultimate Sword Unit 192. So, this makes a robot with an already confusing name even more confusing, because technically now there's 3 of them. Anyway, this elite model is more durable, can attack with its sword twice as long as the original, and will debut in version 11.2 along with its dedicated pilot, Shani Kine. She can overload the robot's systems, making it fly faster during its ability and increasing its damage output. Now, they are nerfing the durability and I think the built-in weapon damage and the sword damage of the regular one, so it's pretty obvious that they are doing this just because they are releasing an ultimate robot that they want everybody to invest into. This has got to be one of the craziest moves I think we've ever seen from Pixonic. The Ultimate robots went from being old robots, it kind of crept up to the newer robots with the Scorpion and the Leech and stuff like that. Now we straight up have the newest meta robot and weapons completely ultimate, one update after the original is released. This is madness. This is absolutely crazy. I'm just so lucky that I didn't pay any money at all for my sword units. I was giving them completely for free from the creator program. I haven't spent any money leveling up the arm weapons or anything like that, just because I've already heard about the nerfs. And oh man, I'm so glad I did, because yeah, they're obviously just nerfing it to make way for this ultimate thing. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about this. I'll put some gameplay in the background, and yeah, I'll basically just do the voiceover while I'm while this gameplay's on. So yeah, the thing with this ultimate robot, I wouldn't panic too much just yet, because I don't think this is going to be a regular thing that Pixonic do. I think it's to do with the licenses, because for those that don't know, the sword unit design was created by I think a popular, comic designer for robots or something. I don't actually know 100% who it was, but I think it will be due to licensing, that Pixonic won't be able to, obviously, launch content under that person's name if they're not working together anymore. This is similar to the Serious Sam event. I don't know how many players have actually been around in the game since then, but for those that don't remember, the Serious Sam event was a collab between War Robots and the Serious Sam games. We saw quite a few limited edition equipment, so we got the Papamobile Hawk, the Sam Stone pilot for the nuclear, quarker and atomizer weapons, and ever since that event has ended, Pixonic have not been allowed to sell any of that, premium content in the game. So that is why we've never seen the Sam Stone pilot, we've never seen the Papamobile Hawk in the offers, because Pixonic just aren't allowed to sell that. I'm pretty sure it's because some of the revenue that they make from that stuff has to go to the Serious Sam franchise, because at the end of the day, it's basically something from their game that they're selling in War Robots. So yeah, once their partnership ended, once the Serious Sam event ended, they can't, they obviously don't want to keep having to give them money. So that's why they're not selling any of the stuff, and I expect that's going to be the same situation with the Ultimate Sword unit. Basically, what Pixonic will be doing right now is giving royalties or whatever to the creator of the sword unit, who they are in collaboration with for every sword unit that gets sold. So yeah, basically the same as the Serious Sam event situation, but what they want to do this time is, obviously Ultimates weren't a thing back in the Serious Sam event, so Ultimates are a thing now, meaning they want to get the Ultimate Sword unit out of the way and in the game before they have to cut ties with the creator of the sword unit. That way they won't have to release it ever again, so we'll likely not see it in an Ultimate comeback if it costs money. But yeah, that's probably why they want to just get all that kind of stuff out of the way. Obviously, that's not 100% a confirmed reason. That is just like what I suspect based on things that have happened in the past with Pixonic. Either way, it is definitely an interesting choice. I know a lot of players are pretty upset that this is happening, and to be quite honest, I don't blame them. We've temporarily gone back to the old nerf buff cycle that lasts one update, where you spend loads of money on a new robot, it gets nerfed, and then a new robot comes out the next update. That is kind of what is happening with the sword unit. So yeah, the regular one's getting nerfed, the ultimate one is going to be like 10 times better. What will be interesting to see is how good the ultimate sword unit is going to be against the new Teth robot, which I haven't tested yet, and yeah, I have no clue what it does. So yeah, it's genuinely pretty insane. It wouldn't surprise me if they make this Ultimate Edition a lot easier to get, to be honest, and if they make it more powerful than usual, because at the end of the day, this is going to pretty much be a meta robot, because the regular sword unit isn't going to be able to compete in the meta, probably. Or maybe it is. I don't really know personally how bad the nerfs are, but I don't think it's going to be too overpowered. It's probably going to just be like the sword unit is now. It's basically just another classic way for Pixonic to just get more money from the players, which is kind of crazy. Personally, I don't think I'll be going for it because, yeah, I do kind of enjoy playing the sword unit a lot more than I used to, I'll put it that way. I used to actually hate the thing, but it's not actually that bad playing it on the live server. But I don't love it that much that I would go for an ultimate. Maybe if it had been a few years and I maybe missed the nostalgia of playing it, which I don't know why I would, but okay. Maybe then I'd be tempted to go for an ultimate, but not straight after the robot is released, because to be completely honest, it just feels like a cash grab. Something they haven't talked about as much yet is the limited edition ultimate weapons. So the brand new meta weapons, the percentage weapons, which are the arm weapons, I don't even know their full name. They are obviously joining the ultimate sword unit build. So I don't know, the thing that I'm saying is we don't know what is going to be ultimate about them. So as you guys know, ultimate weapons have something that's special about them. So the ultimate shredders have their instant lockdown. The Talumbuses have that thing where the lower ammo you have, the more damage it does, etc. So yeah, who knows what the ultimate arm weapons special ability is going to be. Is it just going to be that it goes back to having the percentage damage that the regular sword weapons had before they were nerfed? That would probably not be like a bad guess. I couldn't think of anything else like more ultimate that could be more broken than that. Whether they make them have like a crazy fire rate, whether they make it do like 10% damage per shot, it's gonna be insane whatever happens, and I think it probably will end up being one of the craziest ultimate editions the game has ever seen. Something else to mention as well, it's not even like testable on the test server right now. So that is also something weird, because players can't even test it to know whether they like want to go for it or not. But yeah, that's the main reason that I don't really want to go for it. I don't really want to have to go for it anyway, because I don't really care that much about the sword unit. But yeah, it's still pretty bad news that an Ultimate Edition robot of a brand new, like, bot is coming to the game anyway. That is just, it's actually crazy to me. But it does make sense if the licensing issue is behind it. If not, we might be seeing meta robots become ultimates more often. That would not be good. So hopefully Pixonic don't implement that, because that would just be a really, really bad thing for the game. Okay guys, so let me know in the comments what you guys think of this whole situation. I think it's pretty obvious to guess what the community thinks, judging by some of the comments under that post that Pixonic made. The top comment is, "Isn't April over?" which is actually crazy. This guy with 57 likes just goes absolutely no, which is completely understandable. There's comments like, "I hope this is a joke. This is just shameless from Pixonic." And yeah, I can't disagree with these people. It completely makes sense now why they're nerfing it already and giving out the limited edition one in tasks that you can get now for as low as £30, which is absolute madness for a brand new meta robot. I really hope this is a licensing issue and this is not going to become common practice for Pixonic, because ultimate robots of meta robots just completely defeats the whole idea of ultimates, and it's just not okay. I don't think they should be doing this, and yeah, that's just my views on it. I really think they should be focusing on the older robots for ultimates. I know I'd love an ultimate Fafnir, but at the end of the day, the Fafnir's not really that old. So, yeah, where's the ultimate Raijin? That thing would be sick. We could get ultimate Lancelot. We could get other ultimate robots like that. That's the kind of ultimate content that Pixonic should be working on. And speaking of the ultimate content, they need to actually make it at least somewhat accessible. Like, I don't know, maybe like an Ultimate Robots black market where you have to spend, obviously, a lot of in-game currency to get, like, maybe 5 upgrade tokens to get, like, oh, I don't know, probably more than that to get an entire Ultimate Robot. Because there's just so many Ultimate Robots in the game now, and there needs to be some ways to obtain these. We still haven't seen the Fujin in months, and I really want it. The Ares I don't have, or the Spectre, or basically any of the early Ultimates. So hopefully we can see something like that implemented in the game in the future. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video on the new Ultimate Sword unit. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it. And if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.